Hi there, Ashley here with We Make Systems Sexy. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to use custom Dubsado public proposals on your website and why you might even want to do that. You can streamline so much of your process by utilizing this little tool. A lot of times when we're talking about Dubsado, we're talking about proposals that are sent within a project, within a client workflow, and we do utilize those often, especially for clients that came in. Maybe they required a discovery call to vet them as a client, to make sure it's a good match, make sure the service that you offer is what they need, etc. And the regular proposals are perfect for that option. However, if you have a service where you can automatically sell whatever your service is without needing to have a discovery call with someone to begin with, this is going to be a step saver, a time saver, by having a public proposal already on your website where they can just read it, fill it out, and everything kicks off into motion. So basically, once you go into Dubsado, on the main dashboard, you're going to see all your menu options. You go into your templates and your forms, and you actually have to build out a proposal. It can't be any of the other forms, and you need to make sure it includes the first and last name and at least a place for the client's email address. So once you have those fields, that's going to be sufficient enough information to build the proposal off of. So build it however you want, make it beautiful, and you can include different package options, add-ons, etc. And then you will go into, once you're actually in that template, you'll go over to the left side where it has a settings cog. Within the settings cog, that's the area where you can attach a certain contract to this proposal, choose your invoicing options, payment plans, all of that good stuff. So you want to make sure that you do that before you post this proposal anywhere. But in order to make this proposal public as opposed to a private proposal, you'll need to toggle on where it says to create a new project once the proposal is completed. So you can toggle that on, and then it offers more features for that public proposal. That means that if there's a workflow that you want to automatically kick off when this proposal is filled out, you can apply that here. You can redirect them to an upsell or a downsell or a thank you page, whatever you want. You can do that here. You can choose the status that you want them to automatically be kicked into. Once they fill out that proposal, you can even create a custom project title once they fill out that proposal. So all of that can be controlled from right there within the settings cog in the back end of the proposal settings. Once you have toggled that on for the public proposal options, then you can go 2 icons down to where it says sharing. So here you're going to see 2 options. You can grab the whole embed code, or you can grab a direct link. Now, if you are just wanting to share this direct link in a group directly with workshop participants and you don't want to have to embed all of this into a website, that's fine. 12 different workshop participants could use the same link, and it's still going to be like a public proposal that's going to kick off 12 different projects. Now, if you want this to be your service that you advertise on your website, you need to grab that embed code and you actually paste that into your website's HTML or web builder to embed it. And that's rather than just showing up in a button or as a link and then taking you to a different page, that's actually going to be embedded on your page, much like my lead capture form is. It actually shows up my entire form on the website. So obviously, we've already talked about what kind of things that you can set up in the background here. Obviously, that's beneficial because if you have that kind of service where you don't have to do a discovery call before you perform that service or that client signs up with you, and they can come and just make that decision and fill out your proposal, that saves you so much time. And again, if you already have those workflows built out to where the next steps kick off without you having to be back and forth with that client, that can all happen here in the back end in these settings as well. It's just a matter of getting it set up the first time to make it where you're going to be freeing yourself up down the road. So if you have any questions about how that works, I would highly suggest that you join our newsletter because we will be having a video showing, again, the little details of the back end of how you can make your proposal actually public. And so I'll make sure that I walk you through step by step what I'm mentioning here. Again, if you are interested in having this service done for you so that you can just walk away with this product and have your public proposals built out on your website, I would highly recommend DMing me about our Dubsado VIP day. We can get your Dubsado set up, your one main service of Dubsado set up in one day. And that means from lead capture to offboarding, all of the goodies that go in between. If you are wanting to really do it yourself, but you need some direction, we can talk about doing a strategy call for how to build out your Dubsado. And if you're already using Dubsado, but you feel like you're not using it to its fullest, or you're not really sure if you have things set up in the best way, let's chat our Dubsado audit. Each service, we like to meet you where you're at. So if you're like, I don't need the full thing, but an audit would be great, just shoot me a DM. And hop on that newsletter as well. You're going to get lots of great information from the newsletter. I would be happy to chat more details. So as always, you can comment on this video and ask any questions that you have. Thanks so much for hopping on today, and we'll see you later. Bye.